All right, our next section is standard 3D, which is going to be parallel and perpendicular lines. A couple of things we need to note is to get a 4 on the standard, you have to understand parallel and perpendicular equations and what they mean. So just to make some notes, parallel uses this symbol, two parallel lines, is or means same slope. Whereas perpendicular which quite literally means 90 degrees, uses this symbol, the perpendicular symbol, means, and I'm going to have to fit it in here, perpendicular means opposite reciprocal slopes. Opposite reciprocal slopes. AKA the flip it. Yeah, flip it and switch it. Flip it and switch it. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and look at number 1. So carefully understand for number 1 and number 2 and number 3, these problems here, there might be more than one answer. There might be what? Yeah, there might be more than one answer. So let's carefully answer this. Number 1. Circle or highlight the equation, should say equations, of the line below that is parallel to y equals 3x plus 2. Parallel means, what is parallel? Parallel means same slope. So all we're looking for, do they have the same slope? For number 1, which of these has a slope of exactly 3? The only one that has a slope of exactly 3 is this one. So our answer would be y equals 3x plus 5, because they have the same slope of 3. All right, number 2. Number 2. So that last one was parallel. The next one is perpendicular. So number 2, circle or highlight the equation. Oh, okay, for these ones there should only be one answer, I assume. Okay, but this one, for number 3, there's the one that has lines. There might be 2 answers. Okay, 2 answers. So for number 2, circle or highlight the equation of the line below that is perpendicular to the line y equals 3x plus 2. So here's the slope. The slope should be 3. Now, which of these is perpendicular? Explain in detail how you know that these lines are perpendicular. Okay, let's write it again. Perpendicular means not same slope. Perpendicular means they have to be opposite reciprocal slopes. So if I take the slope of 3 and I have to flip it and switch it, I have to write 3 as a fraction. What is 3 as a fraction? 3 as a fraction is 3 over 1. Okay, now I need to flip it, do the reciprocal, and I also need to switch it. So if it's positive, it becomes negative. If it's negative, it becomes positive. So it's very simple. I flip it and switch it, and this is the slope that I'm looking for. Which of these equations has a slope of negative 1 over 3? The only one that does is this one. So for my explanation, I'll say y equals negative 1/3 x plus 5 is perpendicular because 3 and negative 1/3, 3 and negative 1/3 are opposite reciprocal slopes. And if you wanted to go into more detail, therefore, they are perpendicular. Therefore, they are perpendicular. All right, number 3. Which lines are parallel? That means there's going to be more than one answer. So we have to circle all that apply. There might be 2 answers, there might be 3. So be very careful with these ones. So parallel means same slope. So which one of these has a slope of 1/2? Okay, it's going to be obvious that this one has a slope of 1/2. But there's another one. It says circle all that apply. There's got to be more than one for these types of questions that we ask. So which ones of these has a slope of 1/2? No. -2 divided by 1 is not 1/2. 4/8. Some people might say no. Let's look at the next one. -1/2. Is that the same as 1/2? Nope. This is not the same. That's not the same. That's not the same. But take a close look at this one right here. 4/8. Isn't 4/8 also just 1/2? Let's see. What is 4 divided by 8?
It's 0.5.
What is 1/2 as a decimal?
It's 0.5.
These are the same slopes. Okay, let's look at the next question now. So the correct answer for that number 3 was, there are 2 answers. It is right there, 1/2 x plus 5, and also 4/8 x plus 3. And notice they do have different y-intercepts, so that's a good answer right there. They do have different y-intercepts. Okay, let's look at this next question. Triangle ABC. Where's triangle ABC? Okay, triangle ABC is right there. And triangle A prime, B prime, C prime, which we can label as the image because it has the prime symbols, are each reflections of the other across line L. Okay, line L is the line of reflection. Good. It says to connect points C and C prime. Connect C and C prime. Okay, with a ruler you could probably do this. I know I'm pretty good with my lines there, so connect B and C prime dot, got that, to form a line segment. It says now then connect A and A prime to form another line segment. Okay, A and A prime to form another line segment. What do these 2 line segments have in common? You might be thinking, oh, maybe it's half the length or something like that, but what relationship do you see if they're looking like this? Right, that relationship is called they are parallel. You can put the symbol if you want to. I'll just write down both in parentheses. They are parallel. Explain how you know. Explain in detail below. So we can double check. Does it look parallel? Yes. But what about their slopes? Their slopes are down 7 over 7. And the slopes for this one is down 4 over 4. Aren't those the same slope? What's -7 divided by 7? Let me ask Siri for this one. What's negative 7 divided by 7?
It's -1.
Okay, -1. And what's -4 divided by 4?
The answer is -1.
Right, so they are parallel. How do you know? They look parallel, yes. They also have a same slope of -1, which you can see on the diagram there. So how did I get -7? Some people are asking, well, how did I get -7? It's rise over run, so it's going down 7. If you count from C to C prime, it's going down 7. Oh, I think I'm way off here, actually. Sorry about that, y'all. Is it down 7? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's down 9 and over 9. So my bad. It's 9 over 9. But these are definitely going down 1 over 1 as well. Okay, next question. How is line L... Okay, I'll just give a quick highlight to line L. How is that related to the line segment between A and A prime? Okay, A and A prime. The line segment between A and A prime is this one right here. How are they related? Okay, so if you want to look at this, what's the name of the standard here? What is it? Parallel and perpendicular lines. So is the relationship here between yellow and orange, is that parallel or is it perpendicular? So whenever we reflect an object, it's always going to be perpendicular. So you can write that down as your explanation if you want to. Whenever you reflect an object over a line, it's going to be perpendicular to its line of symmetry. Oh, sorry, its line of reflection, which is also a line of symmetry. So we're going to say they are, you can use the symbol perpendicular. Explain in detail. If we want to add more detail, we'll check out the slopes of these lines. Line L has a slope of 1 over 1. Line L has a slope of 1. While line segment AA prime, line segment AA prime has, we did this before, a slope of negative 1. 1 and negative 1 are opposite reciprocals. Therefore, they are perpendicular. So realistically, you just explain in your own words. This is the formal definition. They are definitely perpendicular because of their slopes. Alternatively, you can explain every reflection. I said it once before. Every reflection includes perpendicular. It includes perpendicular to its line of symmetry, to its line of reflection. It's always, by definition, going to be perpendicular if it's done correctly. Okay, so that is standard 3D. Recap. What's the most important thing about this? Parallel means same slope. Perpendicular means opposite reciprocal slopes. And that's it.